The next question will go to Tom Graves. Should federal regulations allow 401k's to hold FDIC insured CDs?
If federal regulations allow 401k's to hold FDIC CDs, well, that's a first for me to hear that question. Recently, I guess it was a few weeks ago, we dealt with a federal financial reform bill. And to watch what was going on with the financial reform measure and the fact that it was a permanent bailout of Wall Street, enacted a permanent bailout while putting the pressure and the taxes and the burdens on the local banks. And what the responsibility of the federal government is to get out of the way of business, and there is no responsibility to bail out any industry. So as we consider what the regulations are in Washington, I can assure you that the financial regulation reforms that have been proposed are horrendous on the small business owners and the small banks throughout the communities. So as we consider future financial reforms, I'd be very cautious as what the Obama administration or other administration would be advancing.
Senator Hawkins?
Well, I tell you what, you sort of get down in the weeds with that kind of question, but 401k's, that is a personal decision. I believe that, and that is your personal finances. As far as holding FDIC securities, I don't see a problem with that. What I do see a problem with is when the government continually tells American people what they can and can't do. The FDIC is coming to the banks and told our banks that you will pay your FDIC insurance 3 years in advance. They've also told our banks that interest-only loans are non-secured loans. One of the primary things that's hurting business right now in this economy is the inability of our small community banks to make the loans that we need as private individuals. I can tell you, when I came out of dental school, if I could not have gotten an interest-only loan, I could not have begun my business. So I support the ability of the American people to invest as they see fit without government interfering.
Right. We've seen over the last 15, 16 months manipulation of the marketplace that continually occurs. If you really want to think about a solution to 401k's and opportunities, if you allowed individuals with 401k's to redeem them early without penalty or taxes in order to pay down their existing home mortgage, that's a positive solution. That's something that allows individuals to take money that they currently have set aside that they do not have access to unless they're penalized for it, and allow them to work themselves out of a challenging or difficult moment or point in time and pay down debt, which is what we should all be doing, and should encourage the federal government to do. As we've seen the debt load continue to increase from the federal government level, it's certainly the right time to allow as many opportunities as possible for individuals to pay down their own personal debt.
Yeah, I believe that people definitely should have the final say-so on their own finances. We've seen this administration move to control the banks, to control the financial institutions of this nation, to also control anything that moves. They want to tax it. They want to keep taxing until it quits moving. We need to oppose that. That is not good for the American people. That's not what's going to support business. That's just another way to socialize our country. And I will oppose that at every step.